Marcel Finkley, Carter Owens, Allen Hill, and Alex Hill. For the Tigers, Alex Henry, Brandon Knoll, Connor Durig, Ben Bronson, and John Perry. Falcons coming off a major win against Walsh Jesuit and the Warriors. Looking to make right on their first conference contest this season. Nice pass into Alex Hill. Alex Hill creates some space and finishes promptly. Quick couple buckets for the Falcons, has them up 4-0. Like we said, first conference game for both of these teams, as January is conference month in the AAC. A lot of conference games getting underway, a lot of contests to be happening here in the month of January. Tigers to keep it as it is tipped out of bounds. They swing it over, kick it inside, back outside. Three-pointer that time by Henry, and he left it a bit short. Falcons running offensively the other way. Finkley to Owens. Carter Owens with the dribble into the lane, kicks back out, but no, it is tipped. Nice turnover that time created by Durig. Connor Durig with that full head of steam, kicks out to a back right behind him. John Perry trailing him, cut to the trailer Perry, and gets Howland on the board here with their first bucket of the contest. Owens to Finkley. Finkley, baseline try, and bounces off the rim and out. Coach Boobin for the Tigers, Coach Beanie for the Falcons, both back for another season at the helm. Two well-respected coaches, not only in the conference, in the entire area as well. Driving shot by the Tigers, and no, couldn't get the lucky fall that time. 4-on-4, couple of down, both Owens and Perry. Owens able to get back and splash home a three. Had to get back to his feet on the other end, got to his spot. Tigers lost him in transition. He takes advantage with a triple. 7-2 lead for Austintown. Turnaround jumper. Oh, it was blocked that time. Allen Hill denying the shot from Knoll. Three-pointer other way, no good. Alex Hill with the board. Shake and bake. Gianni Maley, that's his bread and butter shot, and it forces a timeout from the Tigers. Mid-range jumper from Maley makes it a 7-point contest in favor of the Falcons. 4:33 here in the first. We'll be right back on ysnlive.com.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
We're right back here in the first quarter of play with the Falcons leading by 7. Tigers basketball as they cross over the half court with it. Three-point attempt, left it short. Offensive board, though, by Knoll, and kicking it back out to Bronson. Caught up near that elbow, feed back out to Bronson. Bronson deals to Knoll. Knoll, nice pass out, but it was tipped on the way. Step in, mid-range jumper is on the way from Durig, and good. Wasting little time, taking it to the other side. Maley has it. Maley looking to get to his spot now, deals back out to Finkley. Finkley lost his footing, had to give up to Owens. Finkley, Owens, and Maley considered the big three scoring-wise with the two Hill twins providing plenty in relief as far as board second chance points are concerned. What a nice move from Maley, but he couldn't finish it off the glass. Running the other way, Tigers on the way with the shot. Offensive board, Perry kicks out, three-pointer. No good, rebounded, Carter Owens and Fitch. Gianni Maley. Allen Hill now to Finkley. Passing around the horn from the Falcons. They got it to Carter Owens, attempting the three-point shot, but I believe the foul was called, and it was offensively. Alex Hill forcibly getting his way through a screen will get the call on him this time around at 3:03 in the first. Tigers to get it back, trailing by 5. Tigers opened up this game trailing in a 9-2 deficit when the Falcons went on a nice run offensively, trying to claw their way back in it now. Three-pointer looked like that might have been tipped and into the hands of Allen Hill. Oh, nice cut by Carter Owens. Count it, and one. Back cut by Owens, takes the contact and finishes it beautifully. Chance for the 8-point lead now for the Falcons with an and one conversion from Owens. And Owens converts the free throw opportunity. Trying to calculate his free throw percentage, has taken plenty of 100 free throw opportunities at the line. 93 is what we were told he made out of 100 shots, and 93. Move that decimal point right, it's 93%, and that's about the territory some of the elite players are at that free throw stripe, as Owens made good on that attempt. Traveling violation on the Tigers, gave it back to Fitch. With the Falcons up 12-4. Finkley deals inside. Allen Hill takes the bump, goes up with the soft touch, and it's a 10-point lead for Austintown. Tigers under 2 minutes to play here in quarter number 1. Looking to find success. Turnaround jumper, free throw line, rattles it home that time for Henry. Finkley quickly runs in transition, bounces off some hands, ends up with the Tigers. Pass to that corner, three-pointer, Bronson on the way, and it's no good. Rebounded by Allen Hill. Finkley has a hold of it, deals to Owens. Owens gets the baseline, finds a seam, but can't finish. Rebounded by the Tigers. Good swarming defense in the post by Howland. Alex Henry trying to come off that screen. Finkley stayed right with him. They dish it around the horn, get it back. Bronson to Henry. Henry finishes in the lane. 55 seconds and ticking. Howland makes it a 6-point game. Fitch with the lead. And the whistle and send it the other way for the Tigers. Couple substitutions coming in for Howland. As the Tigers down by 6, but can cut this deficit and make this game look a lot more even than it did just a moment ago. Nice passing by the Tigers. Henry finds a seam, dishes it right back out. Open look. Oh, what passing! Brandon Knoll ends up the recipient of the last pass. Assist to the Tigers. Bucket from Knoll, and it's a 4-point game. 10 seconds left in the first. Falcons a hold for the last shot. Maley with 5. Goes to work, stops, pops, can't get it off the glass, and a board by the Tigers will end this first quarter of play. 14-10, Fitch leads it after 1. We'll take a real quick break, be back with the start of the second quarter and more here on ysnlive.com.
We are Kent State in the Valley. Start and finish one of more than 25 bachelor's or associate degree programs, or start one of Kent State's 280 majors. With low tuition, public, and plenty of scholarship opportunities, we will help you maximize your education and minimize student debt. Enjoy the benefits of a smaller campus with all the opportunities of a large university. Save money, stay close to home. Apply today by visiting kent.edu/Trumbull.
Welcome back, everybody. Out of the first quarter, heading into the second, the Falcons are up 14-10 in the first conference game of the season for both teams. The Falcons, though, ended up leading this contest as much as 9-2 at one point. Tigers have cut it back down to just a 4-point game. 3-pointer on its way, and it's no good. Cecil Fidram has checked in for Fitch. Oh, nice running shot. Oh, what a block as Knoll with the denial. Despite the taller offensive threat in Hill driving to the lane, able to deny him. Ziegler's also checked in as well for the Falcons. 3-pointer on its way from Owens. Couldn't nail that one down. Hit one earlier in the half. Tigers tried to dish out. They're able to recover. Back into their half-court offense. Oh, another nice pass. Knoll, the recipient, dish to the corner, and they say tipped off of one of the Falcons, and they'll keep it with Howland. Looking for that substitution, John Perry to come in for Brandon Knoll. And Marcel Finkley to check in as well as Carter Owens steps off the floor. Resting some legs, both teams here. 7:19 to go, first half. Tigers trying to get some quick passing to look for buckets. Defense was there. Offensive board, though, and bucket. Alex Henry came on the weak side. Got the board, the second chance points, and it's a 2-point game. Ziegler to Allen Hill. Back to Ziegler. Hand off to Maley. Maley goes to work on the drive, cuts into the lane, but cannot finish the attempt. Huge opportunity for Henry out in front defensively, and has it swatted out of bounds on the fast break attempt from Henry. Howland to retry from the baseline. Henry to inbound it. Ziegler's guarding him. A quick cut. No one saw him, but he left it on the glass, did John Perry. Falcons now in the fast break. Gianni Maley got to his spot, but bounces from the inside part of the rim and back out. Leaving a few shots on the iron, the Falcons. As the Howland Tigers respond with an offensive run of their own. Cut this to a 2-point game. Chance to tie or take the lead on this possession. Stopping, popping. And the foul that time, Allen Hill affects the shot with a little too much contact, and 2 free throws to come up now for the Tigers. As David Manios to the line for 2. The first one, a swirl around the rim, but does not want to find any net. Looking to make good on the second now, Manios. Manios does straighten out the second attempt. And this game, the difference, just a single point. Couple jab steps by Finkley. Gets it back, attacks with his right, switches to his left, finds Maley. Running that baseline, Ziegler kicks out. Finkley steps in, three-pointer on its way, and it's no good. Manios gets the board. Henry, oh, nice pass into the baseline. Ziegler there to cut it off, and with the block off the glass, Alex Hill. Ziegler, the running shot, floater, finds the mark. Fitch ends the run by Howland and gets the lead back up to 3. Tigers kicking up the pressure on the offensive side in the passing game with a lot of clean, beautiful passes to create open looks. Henry left it wide to the right. Ziegler gets the board. Falcons trying to run the fast break the other way. Nice kick out from Maley to Finkley, but Finkley with the travel got caught up in no man's land and turns it over back to Howland. Cam Jaros is in. Carter Owens is in. Fidrum and Ziegler are out for Fitch. Getting some rest does Owens, getting his first playing time of the day. Jaros. Coach Beanie and staff utilizing around an 8-person deep lineup and going to Ziegler, going to Jaros, and going to Fidrum a lot in the last couple weeks as far as reliable bench options. And the deeper you can get, the better off you are in the sport of basketball. Another nice pass, splitting the defense, but left it underneath the rim, tipped off of one of the Falcons. And the Tigers to keep possession. Inbounding Henry. Henry goes to the top, and Bronson back to Henry. Swing over, other wing. Manios got caught up and had to kick back out to Bronson. Henry, oh, a nice pass inside. Bronson trying to create space. Jaros was there to cut it off. Jaros just one of those big bodies, like a walking human refrigerator, immovable, especially when he's in that paint. Got to be quick enough to go around him. What a pass by Henry, but couldn't convert the bucket. Perry, nice defense from Fitch. A dog walking in. Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. As Carter Owens goes up. No shot called for the continuation. I don't believe it was on the floor as the call being addressed right now. And they call the foul. I believe it's on Durig. As Gianni Maley, 3:30, first half of play. Falcons by 3, a low-scoring second quarter, mirroring the girls just a game ago. Finkley, tried to get the pass into Alex Hill off of his fingertips. Tigers with a chance to tie. Stopping and popping, Henry leaves the free throw line, jumper short. Falcons gone stagnant on offense since the first. Looking to correct that. Finkley, free throw line. Mid-range jumper is good, and the Falcons back up by 5. Counter three-pointer. That one misses. Finkley gets the board. Finkley deals to Maley. Pressuring him defensively. That's Manios. Finkley goes into attack mode. Tries to get the screen, denies it, and a whistle blown that time. And 5 seconds, I believe, called on Finkley. As the Tigers chance now down by 5. Henry thought about that three. Kicks over to Knoll. Three-pointer, Henry on the way, in and out. Off the rim, rebounded Alex Hill. Nice pass in transition, Maley to Owens. Owens tries to get to the baseline, puts up the hook shot and finds the mark. Back up to a 7-point contest. 95 seconds and ticking, first half of play. Falcons have rebuilt their lead to 7. Trying to cut it back down. Henry, another nice pass inside, but Perry has it rim out once again. Maley and company with 70 seconds on the game clock here in half number 1. Maley goes to Carter Owens. Fitch looking to add to their lead. Foul called on the Falcons this time. And Finkley gets called for the foul. Falcons had to make a substitution. As Finkley, slight foul trouble, had to get him out of the situation. Don't want to get him fouled out too early in the contest. Maley backs out to Owens. 44 seconds and ticking in this game. 20-13, Austintown Fitch lead. Maley with Bronson on him. Get over to Carter Owens. 14 seconds and ticking. Falcons to hold. Likely for the last shot. Maley on the attack. Offensive board and blocked that time by Perry. Able to get it back. No shot to count as the Tigers clamp down on defense to keep it a 7-point game. Falcons in front, though, after 16 minutes of play. We'll have the next 16 minutes of action after a short 3-minute halftime break here on ysnlive.com.
#21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
How lucky are we to have not one, but two 18-hole Donald Ross Championship golf courses right here in our backyards. Mill Creek Golf Course was selected by Golf Week as one of America's 30 best municipal courses, continuing to challenge golfers of all levels and featuring golf instruction by PGA professionals, a state-of-the-art practice range, a PGA of America recognized pro shop, kids programs, and a relaxing grill room for a memorable golf experience. For more information or to schedule a tee time, visit millcreekmetroparks.org.
Welcome back, everybody. Start of the second half as the Austintown Fitch Falcons open up the third quarter with possession. Falcons coming into today 5-3 as the Tigers are 6-2. And Carter Owens, speaking of threes, knocks down his second three-pointer of the game, and that separates the Tigers and Falcons by double digits now at 10 points in favor of Fitch. Finkley steps up in the fast break. Nice job by Howland to respond, cutting it off. Falcons now out of the half court. Give and go, swing it over to Finkley. Finkley finds Maley. Finkley with his right gets a lane and makes good on it. Falcons' largest lead of the day, now at a dozen. Nice ball movement again. Three-pointer on the way from the Tigers. They get an offensive board and another look. Henry with it. They swing it over Bronson. Bronson finds Durg. Back to Bronson. Durg, nice pass, but it was tipped. Nice cutoff by Allen Hill. Looked like that was on the money for Henry, but a whistle is blown on a traveling violation called on the Falcons. Howland to get it back, taking it. The length. Tigers looking for a bucket. Gone through that hot streak in the second quarter and a traveling violation the other way. Durag gets called for it. And the Falcons to get it back, but a full timeout first by Coach Boobin and the Tigers on the floor. And we'll take a break as well here on the network. Ty Bartell, YSNLive.com. We'll be right back.
House troubles can attack anytime. When trouble strikes, call Mighty Mike. Your hometown hero is on his way. HVAC causing havoc? Has your furnace gone mad? Mighty Mike Heating and Cooling will save the day. Commercial or residential, 24/7. For quality service you can depend on, call your hometown hero. Call Mighty Mike.
Local teams are heating up the hardwoods, and you can keep up with all the action on and off the court with Five Guys Hoop News all season long on 21 Sports.
Welcome back, everybody, here. Third quarter of play, 6:21 is what remains in the quarter. Austintown Fitch has taken claim to a 12-point advantage over their AAC foe, the Howland Tigers, in what is the opening game of AAC contest on the boys' side of basketball here in the All-American Conference. January set to have a lot of All-American Conference matchups amongst the 5 programs this month, and what a take, Gianni Maley. Make no mistake about it, like a speeding bullet when he turns on those afterburners. Henry lost the handle. It was tipped into the hands of Owens. Carter Owens to Finkley. Finkley the dish in transition. Alex Hill picks up another quick bucket, and the lead now at 16 for Fitch. Inside, outside attack. Work it over to Bronson. Extra pass on the wing. Kick out Bronson. Looking for the seam. Durag tried to get it off the glass. It's tipped. Fought for the basketball. Back to the Tigers. Got the corner out. Henry Key from the wing three-pointer as Alex Henry tried to cut this deficit down to a baker's dozen, but the shot not finding the mark for the Tigers right now. And Fitch to take a 16-point lead with possession. Interesting to note, both the Howland girls and boys utilize this game as a home game. So the other matchup of two between Fitch and Howland, both set to take place in Austintown, as this venue here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse acted as home games for Howland. Tigers looking to get themselves back into this one. Shooting has gone on a cold streak up until this moment, where they are able to get the foul and a couple free throw opportunities, as Perry will step to the line for a pair. Allen Hill will pick it up. Second overall for Hill. First for the Falcons here, 4:49 in the third. And that first free throw off the back iron. Good amount of support just below me here at the Joe Tade Perch from both Austintown Fitch communities and the Howland Tigers communities. Bringing a fair amount of people into the stands to support both programs. Well, actually 4 programs in total, including the girls teams that played here before. Howland girls came away with a 5-point victory. Fitch looking to even that score up 1-1 apiece, and they'll keep it with Fitch. 0 for 2 trip for the Tigers at the free throw line keeps this Falcons run going, still standing at 16. Fitch gives it up, though, on that turnover. Nice coverage by the Tigers that time. Tried to find the inside on the back cut. Oh, Falcons have all day as Finkley converts the layup opportunity in the fast break. The lead is 18 and teetering at a point where the Falcons can put it away, but the Tigers finally end it with the offensive board and bucket to cut it back down to 16. But a 30-second timeout is taken on the floor. While that 30-second is taken by the Tigers, we'll thank our friends over at Sheely's.
Start the year off right with giveaways, savings, and special financing. Visit Sheely's December 27th through January 7th for our annual New Year's event. Come in and register to win one of 60 prizes totaling over $40,000 from vendors like FlexSteel, Beauty Rest, and Whirlpool. Prizes include gift cards for furniture, appliances, accessories, and more. Don't miss it, December 27th through January 7th. Register to win great prizes, plus enjoy 12 and 24-month special financing. Sheely's, the best things in life happen at home.
Of course, like our friends at Sheely's and all of our sponsors, we want to thank them so much for bringing games like this one to you for absolutely free of charge. Again, thanks to our wonderful sponsors. And of course, if you want to be one of the sponsors or advertisers with the network, you can go to ysnlive.com/advertise and join the company that now had 8 million page views in 2022, including a growing number every day of unique viewership. You can join that party. Again, ysnlive.com/advertise to find the package that best fits you and your company. Falcons, 4 minutes and ticking in the third. Whistle is blown and a push by the Tigers here at 3:57. And I believe they called it on Vasily Gentis. Second foul for him as Ziegler to inbound for Fitch. Maley has a hold of it. Now to Owens. Carter Owens swings it. Nice pass to Ziegler. Deals a 3 on the way. Carter Owens gets his own board right under the basket. Can't convert. Ziegler does convert. And great rebounding from the Falcons has helped dictate this score through about 2.5 quarters of play. Another nice pass in the lane, but the Tigers having trouble finding buckets in the paint. Falcons looking to get another one in the fast break. Howland slows it up, and they're going to reset out of the half court. Fitch has extended their lead to 18 points now. Gianni Maley picks up his dribble in the corner. Cross corner pass, touch pass from Ziegler to Owens. Swing it back to Maley. Allen Hill sets the screen for Ziegler. Ziegler elbow jumpers on the way. Touches every part of the rim but can't find any net as he leaves it on the rim with the missed shot, and the whistle blown the other way, and it's a turnover for the Tigers. As Carter Owens ran a streak route looking to cherry pick, they decided to go the short way, do the Falcons, and get it across the half court. Owens gets the ball, kicks it out to Allen Hill, now feeding to Maley. Maley over the top to Allen Hill, lost the handle, gets it back, now back out to Maley, steps in, mid-range jumper, left it a little short. Alex Hill gets the offensive board, kicks out to Allen Hill, and Allen Hill shuffles the feet near the opposite side wing for the turnover on the traveling violation. Time quickly becoming a factor in the Tigers' game plan at 2:05 and ticking in the third. Back to the corner. Perry with the shot attempt, and a whistle blown that time on Austintown Fitch. I believe Carter Owens, yes, picks up the shooting foul. And 2 free throws for Perry at the line. As John Perry, over 2 in an earlier trip, looking to make good on a couple here. That first one left it short. Shooting woes continuing for the Tigers here, looking to break out of this cold stretch. Carter Owens, scoring leader so far for the Falcons. Other side, Alex Henry for the Tigers. 0 for 2 trip at the line. Maley, full head of steam, dishes in transition, and it is off the Falcons and out of bounds. Quick turnover on the other side of the court. Force the Tigers to take it the length at 1:50 here in quarter number 3. Ziegler checks out. Ruggles checks in for Fitch. Able to create the turnover. Maley and company have the advantage, looking for the bucket. Good defense coming in late from the Tigers to shut down that fast break opportunity. Henry tries to feed to the corner. It does go off one of the Falcons last. That is a tick under 90 seconds to play here in the third, as the Tigers get it back right underneath their own bucket. Henry to inbound. Henry, quick pass to Perry, back to Henry, swing it out to Bronson. Around the horn, the three-pointer is taken, and the foul is addressed as Carter Owens gets him on the hand. And Connor Durig for 3 free throws now at the stripe. Durig's first of 3 misses the mark. And 5 consecutive missed free throws for the Tigers in this quarter. And we know the importance coaches stress about free throws and having a good percentage at the line. And that now stretches to 0 for the last 6. And the Tigers and Coach Boobin, definitely a focal point, you would think, in the next practice going forward, of converting those free throws over the course of a game. Make good on that one and cut the Falcon lead down to 17. But a quick foul on the other end as the Tigers pick it up. A little too much contact as Maley tried to get himself a clearing. as Finkley checks in for Carter Owens. Looking to inbound Ruggles. Gets into Jaros. Press is coming for the Tigers defensively, looking to create some turnovers. Quickly getting out of it, Finkley. Hands off to Maley. 65 seconds left in the third. Maley with his left finds Jaros. Jaros unloads the mid-range J, but can't convert. Rebounded by the Tigers. Tigers looking to cut into this deficit. Trying to save it out of bounds, and Johnny Ruggles takes out the entire first section of seating, much to the dismay of the Cavaliers workers and staff. That's grown men's strength. The basketball went underneath the seat, and what a scene we got down there. Looks like Alex Henry has hit the deck, got a hold of it. The funny thing is, folks, too, if you've never been to Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse or have seen it down on the actual floor, it's an elevated court. So the hardwood is about a foot off of the ground. So that basketball rolled off of the hardwood underneath some seats and then proceeded to take out the entirety of the first row. Did Ruggles in trying to save it. Cavalier staff quickly jumps to, setting the entire row back up. John Perry, pair of free throws coming up after the foul, and he makes good on the first. Tigers getting some confidence after that free throw made, and their last possession making the first of two here. Looking to make good on those free throw opportunities, as it'll certainly help in their comeback effort. 2-for-2 trip that time from the Tigers, and they've made now their last three. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Finkley gets the Jaros, able to keep hold of the possession. Falcons can hold for the last shot. Will have to burn significant time, though. Still 33 and ticking. Oh, the nice pass in, but able to cut off the lane, Jaros. Maley with the shake and bake on the dribble drive, but they reset out of that half court. Handoff to Maley, and 15 seconds left. Now much more manageable to get into a shot. 10 seconds and ticking. Maley full speed ahead, cannot finish it for the and one opportunity, but will get two free throw opportunities rather, as Maley and company can extend their lead. Currently a 5-possession lead for Fitch. One of two opportunities can make that 6. 7 seconds remain here in the third. And the first free throw is good for Austintown. Another substitution in here for the Falcons, as they opt to bring in Lucas Adino for Cam Jaros. And a 2-for-2 trip. Maley and the Falcons back up by 17. And the whistle blown, I believe Allen Hill picks it up. Blocking foul at 3.5 seconds. Third foul for Allen Hill. Gonna have to keep a watchful eye on Hill, obviously. Don't want to get him that 5th foul after picking up the 3rd. Tigers have 3.5 seconds looking for a good pass, and that's not gonna get it done as it goes out of bounds and back to Fitch. No time come off the clock as the pass went directly out of bounds. And the Falcons make a couple substitutions, and will take it near the midcourt stripe. Finkley to inbound, gets to Maley. Maley into his dribble, takes an NBA distance 3, and he knocks it down! What a shot! Gianni Maley makes it a 20-point game heading into the final quarter of regulation. He took it where the pros take it, and he knocked it down. 38-18 Falcons after 3. We'll be back with the final 8 minutes of play right after this.
Quality, customer service, and integrity. Those are the 4 words that have driven our success since 1957 at Joe Dickey Electric.
Joe Dickey Electric is one Mahoning Valley landmark business that stays current with the requirements of our customers. Family owned and managed, we are an electrical contractor and energy solutions provider. Every member of our team adds to his or her skill set through ongoing training. Residential, commercial, industrial, automotive, and more. We keep ahead of the needs of our customers with a fleet of more than 50 vehicles and 24/7 emergency service, so you're never left in the dark.
Right back here, final quarter of regulation in this AAC conference contest between the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the Howland Tigers. Fitch by an impressive 20 points, thanks in part to Gianni Maley knocking down the distance triple to end the third and push the Falcons over top by an even 20. Howland not out of the game, but they quickly need to get into something offensively. That three-pointer a little shy of the mark as Finkley tries to keep possession. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow favors Fitch. Carter Owens going to be inbounding. 10 seconds off the time here in quarter number 4. 7:50 remains here in the ball game. Maley quickly getting ahead of the defense, and look at that speed. Gianni Maley kicks on the afterburners and finishes. Perry to Henry. Oh, nice job reading it. Carter Owens tries to get to Finkley and out of bounds off of the Tigers' last. Henry was there trying to cut down the fast break try, but Fitch to get it back right underneath their basket baseline. Over top, Alex Hill, single dribble, creates some space, turnaround, left it on the rim, rebounded Henry. Fast break opportunity. Was a turnover, but able to get it right back for the bucket, Brandon Knoll. Nice bucket, oh my goodness. Another bucket for the Falcons, and going on another one of those offensive runs. They started the game on one of them and finding similar success. And the Tigers couldn't maintain control as it goes out of bounds back to Fitch. Getting pressured Finkley by Henry in the full court. Hand off to Maley. 6:30 ticking, fourth quarter of play. Whistle is blown and a traveling violation is called on the Falcons. Inbounding, gonna be Vasily Gentis. No pressure from the Falcons in the full court. Gonna sit back in the half court defensively. Nice cut, Brunson. As Bronson left it shy of the mark. Jump ball this time. The Tigers have the possession arrow favor them. Allen Hill, John Perry get tied up for the jump ball. And inbounding, Bronson. Bronson kicks to Henry. Henry unloads the three-pointer, but left it on the rim. Grabs the steal. Good awareness by Henry. Said, I can't get it from distance. I'll do it the old school way. Count it and one. Nice take from Alex Henry. As Henry trying to cut it back under 20 with the free throw attempt. That one left short, rebounded, and taken up by Alex Hill. And a timeout going to be called by Coach Beanie and the Falcons at a tick over 6 minutes here in quarter number 4. Falcons by 20, looking to get their first conference win of the season.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Welcome back out of the timeout, everyone. Falcons with a big lead, looking to get revenge for the girls who fell by 5 to the Tigers, as both these two conference foes looking to walk out of Cleveland with a split in the two contests. Carter Owens to Alex Hill, and Alex Hill with the post jumper, and it's good. Doubling up the score, 44-22 are the Falcons in front. On the pump fake, then the release, offensive board, turnaround jumper, and it's short. Rebounded by Owens. Falcons really turning on the pressure on the fast break, but Howland, even though that they get there a little bit late, has been able to play good, clean defense to affect Falcons shots on various fast break opportunities today. Another poke loose defensively. And I believe a technical being addressed. As a technical foul is called on the floor. It's against the Tigers. And the free throw opportunity is no good from Carter Owens. One more opportunity, though, for Owens. And he will make good on that. Also possession for Fitch. As Finkley will be inbounding right by the midcourt. Carter Owens gives it back up to Maley. Maley almost losing the handle, able to keep it alive, now to Finkley. Allen Hill, cross-court pass, corner three, Owens, short on the shot. Rebounded, Tigers. As Gentis took it coast to coast. Has it again, kicks it out, Henry. Tries to find the corner, keep it alive, and they do to Gentis. Back to Henry. Henry swings it, Bronson three, and it's short. Gianni Maley and company with the ball. 4:25 and ticking, final quarter of play. Falcons looking to go 1-1 in the 1-0 rather in the AAC, and Gianni Maley can do it from outside, can do it from inside, an all-around scorer for Fitch. Another bucket here, and a 47-22 advantage. Take it out of bounds and keep it with the Tigers. Howland 6-2 coming into today. The Falcons were 5-3 entering this contest overall record-wise. The missed shot rebounded by Carter Owens. Owens takes it in the dribble, tries to pass it towards center court. It was tipped, stolen away by Henry, rebounded by Finkley. Finkley, a full head of steam, rainbowed the shot though over the rim. And the Tigers, oh, what a chase down block! Oh my goodness! And it's out of bounds Allen Hill. Blocked shot. And what a defensive recovery from Hill. Took out 2 Tigers in the process. Finkley checks out Ziegler to check in. Fidrum also checking in for Fitch. Ziegler goes to Owens. Owens tries to get baseline, and the Tigers tip it out of bounds. All threes on the time clock, 3:33 here in the fourth of a massive 25-point lead for Fitch. Falcons looking for a win here against the Tigers. Try to set themselves up in position to claim a conference crown. And obviously, 8 games on the docket inside the conference. This is just the first of 8 for both squads. But every game matters when it's such a low volume of games, and every win means that much more. As the Falcons get the foul drawn, and they'll keep it. Ruggles and Jaros look to check back in. Allen Hill to check out, as well as Carter Owens. So Gianni Maley to stay in the game as the only starter, and that's because he's got some free throws lined up. Some younger players, some bench players, getting some playing time now for Austintown. Say younger players, already a young team. Started 2 freshmen and 2 sophomores. But a very young team, but a very productive team, and a team that has continued to find ways to improve game in and game out. And I tell you what, folks, they've dropped some contests, they have, but it was that game against Louisville where they got smacked in the mouth, and this team's looked different since that point. A refocused team, and it was a young team that maybe got served right what they needed at that point in the season. Losses since that point have been nothing but close contests, including a 1-point loss to what was an undefeated Glen Oak team, but also a victory coming against a very tough Walsh Jesuit squad by a single point in overtime. And this team is playing on fire right now, talking about the Falcons. Tigers looking for a response bucket the other way. That other loss, too, coming to Erie Cathedral Prep. And the Falcons lost that one in double digits and were actually held to the lowest scoring output of the season. But they also subsequently held Erie Cathedral Prep to their lowest scoring output of the season. Falcons have been doing it a lot with defense this season. And that's how they're going to look to get a lot of victories. And when they do get offensive spurts from certain players like they were able to get again from Maley, Carter Owens was nailing down some shots. Finkley started finding his mark. But when they can get one of those 3 guys, at least one of those 3 guys going for a good game or get contributions from the whole team, they have the defense that can contend with just about anybody. Nice takeaway from Ruggles. Tip, though, the other way. Tigers create the turnover. Can't get the bucket, though. Falcons swarming defenders and make it hard for the Tigers. It goes out of bounds. Keep it with Howland at 2:35. Keeping the dribble alive, the Tigers trying to make the score a little more pretty, and they'll do so with that 3-pointer on time and on target. Ben Bronson knocks down the distance shot. Ziegler, 2:05 left in the fourth. Ziegler gets to that baseline. Whistle's blown on the floor, and I believe a timeout taken, and yes, by the Austintown Fitch Falcons. A 30-second timeout with a tick under 2 to play here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse in Cleveland, Ohio. We'll be right back right after this.
Coca's Pizza, your high school football headquarters. Come to pregame with half off select appetizers in our dining room starting at 5 p.m. Also want to stay for the game? We'll be playing it live. That's Coca's Pizza. We serve it hot.
We welcome you back to the closing moments here of the fourth quarter between AAC foes, the Austintown Fitch Falcons, and the Howland Tigers. Minute 59 left to go in this game. Fitch, a 23-point advantage. Knocking it loose, the Tigers get another possession. Bronson feeds to the left. Three-pointer, tried to double up on the trays, but couldn't convert that one. Ziegler keeps the possession. Fidram gets the look from the baseline, couldn't drip it in. Cam Jaros pries the rebound out of the paws of about 5 Tigers and converts the bucket. Oh, ran into the wall, but a blocking foul. Jaros didn't have the foot positioned according to the baseline official, and it looked like he might have been moving that right foot. Otherwise, that's what we talk about, human refrigerator unit. It's like running into it, like a block of steel. Another substitution coming in, and the JV squad for the Falcons going to get some playing time on this awesome NBA floor here at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse. We, of course, always want to thank our friends over here at the Cleveland Cavaliers organization for being able to host these events for these teams, but also allowing us to be here to have these games filmed for everyone who can't make it in attendance. It truly is a special moment for both programs and all the kids that get to participate in such a cool event, and we are thrilled and honored to be able to encapsulate it forever for you here on the network. Falcons give it back up to the Tigers. We're at the final minute, 5 seconds here in this ball game. Running in with the shot and making it, Vasily Gentis. Falcons hoist the 3, looking to add to that lead. Typically, you don't want to try to take shots here at this point in the game when you're leading this big, but it's an NBA court. You got to give these guys shots. If they have a chance at a bucket, they're going to try to get that bucket, especially on this floor. Look at these takes by Gentis, back-to-back takes, and he finds the bucket. The final 20 seconds. Falcons try to bank home a shot, rebounded by the Tigers. The stop, the pop, and a little short as the final buzzer goes off, and that'll do it. The Austintown Fitch Falcons are 1-0 in their first conference game of the season, defeating the Howland Tigers by a final score of 50-29. Great runs by the Falcons, especially in the second half, to help salt this one away to get to 6-3 now on the campaign. The Falcons defeating the Tigers, who came into today 6-2. They will drop to 6-3 on the season and 0-1 in conference play. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in and watching this broadcast of YSN Live Basketball. To our proud owners, both DJ Yoakley and Brian Scott, we're able to bring this game to each and every person unable to make it in attendance today. To our GM, Steve Leslie, with his work with Bobstein Park Baseball, YSU Football, and YSNLive.com, the many hats that Mr. Leslie wears, and we thank him for each and every single one of his contributions to not only us, but the entirety of the Mahoning Valley. But most importantly, to all of you who tuned in and helped support these kids, these schools, and these communities, you guys are really and truly what YSN Live is all about. And so we thank you. if you are tuning in from the Howland Tiger community supporting your Tigers, we'd like to thank you for your continued and constant support of not only Howland Tiger Athletics, but also of ysnlive.com. Or if you are from the Austintown community supporting your Falcons, we of course thank you for your continued and constant support of not only Austintown Athletics, but also ysnlive.com, or wherever you may be in the sport of high school basketball. This is Ty Bartell bidding you all a farewell and a good night, everybody.
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of your sports network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.